Agude from the CPP, Alaji Banda, John Kufuor, Nana Akufo-Addo, Kweku Baako, all of them were in the alliance. And the alliance had been favorable to Kwesi Pratt's candidature in IC Quest constituency, the place that Henry Quartey was defeated. There. Kwesi Pratt was going to be the member of parliament in 1996 for the alliance. And the alliance had selected him. Sheikh IC Quay, who had been candidate in that parliamentary, an MP in the same constituency in 1969 and I believe 1979, believed that the place was for him. So he was running a parallel campaign, even though he was MPP and he had not been selected by the alliance kind of people. He said that was his seat. So Kwesi Pratt said, these selected candidates should step aside. I remember that very well. Now put everybody on again. No, I don't have much to say about that today. Put everybody on again. Let me show them. So this is where we are coming from, viewers. We shouldn't be building a democracy where Ras Mubarak, whether he's right, whether what he's saying is true, should be able to say those things about Kwesi Pratt. Let's first see the video Kwesi Pratt put out that annoyed Ras Mubarak. Let's have a look.
Begin to look at expertise, people's commitment to the nation and so on. That goes beyond party affiliation. You know, sometimes I get a sense that our politics has become like a war of gangs. You know, a war of criminal gangs. So one of them has captured some territory and is benefiting from it. If you manage to defeat that criminal gang, you establish your domain there like a mafia and you take control of everything for yourself, regardless of the national interest. And it's a danger that this country faces. This country must be governed as a country. It is one nation of one people with one common destiny. We need to revisit that slogan which General Achampong in his wisdom introduced. What is happening? My friend, what is happening in our country? So what about those who do not belong to political parties? They are not human beings anymore. So in our country today, if you do not belong to a political party, if you are not a member of a political party, you lose all your rights as a citizen. What nonsense is that? And then, so what? You know, we help you to win election and therefore we have an entitlement. You have what entitlement? This country, and Senna, listen to me very, very well. We went to an election. We elected President John Dramani Mahama as the chief manager of the affairs of this country. We did not sell Ghana to him. Ghana does not belong to him. Ghana does not belong to the NDC. Ghana did not belong to the MPP, and Ghana would never belong to the CPP. What we do when we go for elections is that we elect managers, and they are supposed to manage this country on behalf of all the citizens of the country. If they fail to do that, they cease to qualify as governments. And we must approach this fight against Galamsey with the same vehemence and within the same principle and so on. That's the only way we can move forward.
So that's what Kwesi Pratt said. We came here on Good Evening Ghana and congratulated him for speaking like that. I mean, viewers, I'm very, very sick on this matter, because if all of us sit down, all of us old people, young people, we all sit down and allow the young Ras Mubarak to tear down Kwesi Pratt in this manner, it will come to bite all of us. I like Ras Mubarak, but I like Kwesi Pratt more. Not because he's a better human being, not because he's older. Kwesi Pratt has substance. I mean, Kwesi Pratt has substance. We don't agree. I'm MPP, I don't know whether he's NDC or CPP. I'm right wing. He is left. Kwesi Pratt is at the end of the left. I'm not even at the end of the right. I'm middle small. Kwesi Pratt is at the end of the left. And I used to tease here and Akoto Ampao and all that. But Kwesi Pratt has substance. Almost every important thing, and I've written a book about the history of Ghana, so please credit me, but okay. I'm not giving Kwesi Pratt a copy, I'll send one to him. Go back, your copy is coming. Almost every major epochal political event that has happened in Ghana since 1980, Kwesi Pratt has been in it. Kwesi Pratt was one of the few people. I was a toddler then, they told me, and I came to read it. In 1981, when the 31st December coup occurred, do you know what happened? In January, first week in January 1982, I don't even know whether Nana Pratt was born. I think she wasn't born. Kwesi Pratt risked his life with some people going around Accra denouncing the coup of J.J. Rawlings. Kwesi Pratt Jr. In January 1982, they took a car, running in pickup, showing their face. They were there, denouncing the revolution. That's what they arrested them. I have videos and viewers. I'll show you that video. I've told him before. I have a video of Kwesi Pratt, J.A. Kufuor, and Professor Dubois at National Public Tribunal. I'll show it next week Thursday. I'll show it. Kwesi Pratt Jr., John Ajekum Kufuor, and Professor Dubois, they were together at a public tribunal. I think I've told Kwame Dan so that I have that video. I need to give it to him. I have to give it to Kwesi Pratt's family. I have the video. I got it from GBC. So we shouldn't sit in this country. Ras Mubarak writes anything about Kwesi Pratt and everybody is quiet. Everybody is quiet. It shouldn't happen like that. We can be MPP and NDC, but certain principle. I fight Kwesi Pratt every now and then. He sends me text and they say, "Oh, foolish boy, get away from there." It's okay. I've told him to invite me to Alaji and Alaji. I'm sure I'll be appearing soon with Kwame Danso. If Kwesi Pratt wants to be an ambassador for Ghana, what is wrong with it? He doesn't deserve it. What is the problem? All of us should want Kwesi Pratt to be an ambassador for Ghana. Because if there are few people who understand Ghana, Kwesi Pratt is one of them. I'm sure that when Akufo-Addo was president, if there was an opportunity to appoint Kwesi Pratt as an ambassador, he would have done it. I'm sure that when Kufuor was president, if there was an opportunity to appoint Kwesi Pratt as ambassador, he would have done it. I'm sure that when Mills was president, if there was an opportunity to appoint Kwesi Pratt as ambassador, he would have done it. The only person I can't say would have done it may have been Rawlings, because Rawlings had imprisoned Kwesi Pratt so many times. I'm not sure how he was going to appoint him as an ambassador. But viewers, this is a very serious matter. We shouldn't allow Ras Mubarak to run Kwesi Pratt down the way he did. Kwame Danso responded, but I'm not sure whether his response is right. So that was our own introduction from our own perspective. Now let's get to the document about what Ras Mubarak actually said, so that you can decide as a viewer to either agree with me or disagree with me. Whichever way, please express your sentiments on our Facebook page, Good Evening Ghana Official. This is actually what Ras Mubarak wrote. Ras Mubarak wrote this: "Your daughter is in government and you are complaining we are appointing NDC members. You cannot be more entitled to appointment as a neutral than..." Kwesi Pratt is not a neutral. He's a left-winger. Kwesi Pratt is not neutral at all. He's a left-wing political philosopher. Full stop. He's not a neutral. He's left-wing. Very left-wing. If the NDC is left, then he's with them. Okay. "You cannot be more entitled to appointments as a neutral and a party member who is paid his or her dues, blah, blah, blah. Someone can't sit on the fence and expect to eat of the fruits of another person's labor. For the record, Mr. Pratt was in Namibia as part of a delegation. How many NDC members since we have had such a privilege? How many NDC members since we won have had such a privilege?" Now let me say something to Ras Mubarak. I'm sorry this video is getting long, but let me say something to Ras Mubarak. If there are few people who has organized the relationship between the Republic of Ghana and the Southwest African People's Organization, led by Sam Nujoma, it is Kwesi Pratt. If there are few people who have created a cordial relationship between the Republic of Ghana and the SWAPO, Southwest African People's Organization, it is Kwesi Pratt. If today Sam Nujoma is dead and I'm president of Ghana, the first person I will call when I'm going to the funeral is Kwesi Pratt. If Raul Castro dies in Cuba and I'm president of Ghana and I'm going for the funeral, the first person I will call is Kwesi Pratt. If they say that they have constructed a new statue in London of Vladimir Lenin and I'm president of Ghana and I have to attend the event, the first person I'll call to go with me is Kwesi Pratt. So I don't know where Ras Mubarak, I don't know whether he doesn't have the history that if Sam Nujoma is dead and a delegation of Ghana goes there without Kwesi Pratt, that's a faux pas. Please, we are all partisan one way or the other. But let's understand that certain things in our society must be protected. Ras Mubarak should not be allowed to tear Kwesi Pratt down, and we are all watching. It should only Kwame Danso is responding. We should never allow this. By now, I should have expected Guzitano, Poku, Hudu Yaya, I've expected them to call Ras Mubarak to order, that you may have a case, but you can't talk about Kwesi Pratt in that manner. Let us build our society in a better way, viewers. Let's stop this thing. He goes on. For the record, Mr. Pratt was in Milwaukee. He said that. Secondly, Mr. Pratt's relative, who is not NDC as far as I know, never seen his daughter spend days villages like many of our equally qualified party women, canvassing for votes, whose husband pilloried us and encouraged people to vote for Alan. If there's any government since JJ that's recognized more neutrals and non-NDC members, it is this government. Now hold it there. Let me do the analysis. Hold it there. We have to divide this video into two parts. Hold it there. Let me do the analysis. Ras Mubarak says that if there is any government since JJ Rawlings that's recognized more neutrals in NDC than as members, it is this government. Now hold it there. Look at NDC's history in 1992 politics. Which one has been the most successful government of the NDC? It's J.J. Rawlings. J.J. Rawlings' two-term has been the most successful NDC period in government. Professor Mills's Professor Mills one term and John Mahama one term was not the most successful NDC government compared to the J.J. Rawlings. So Ras Mubarak, if you are NDC and you see a government doing something that mimics J.J. Rawlings, and J.J. Rawlings was the most successful, voila! Your government is going to be good. I don't think he recognizes these things. Ras Mubarak, I love you, but don't do this. See, so what's the noise about? Ambassadorial appointments at the chagrin of party members. He should cut us some slack. If positions are given to party members, they are deserving of it. Does he know the number of qualified party members, etc., etc.? Let me also clarify this, viewers. It's very important. There are those who work as foot soldiers for the party to win. They have to be recognized. They don't always have to be recognized by appointments. Appointments must gear towards the person's suitability. I don't want to use the word qualification. Appointments must gear towards the person's suitability. So party soldiers, party foot soldiers must be recognized. Bobby, are you with me? Bobby, to say, you and I, we all like Julius Debra, so we shouldn't fight. And Bobby, now you are in power. There's no problem. You are in power and you are full, so don't worry. So what was I saying before I brought Bobby Ansah in? Party people. Bobby Ansah has not received any appointment. He is a foot soldier of the party. He's okay with it. But he must be recognized. The party cannot throw him away. If you don't give him appointments, you give him something he wants to do. Maybe he wants a radio station license. You must give it to him. Maybe he wants a TV station license. You must give it to him. He doesn't want to be minister, but he's a party person who has worked for the party. If he's a businessman, you let him do his books correctly, have his bank, give him a supply contract somewhere so that you can manage all the party foot soldiers. But appointments, dear, it should be geared towards those who are suitably qualified for it. Ras Mubarak, I beg you. Let's recognize these things. The party people who were in the villages, they need to be recognized. John Mahama will recognize them. I'm sure John Mahama knows it. He will recognize them. But appointments, we have to be careful about it. Okay. Let's move on to what the last thing. He says, NDC members who can do a better job than Amma Pratt. He says, I'm sorry, Amma. Really sorry, because you're a nice person, but Mr. Pratt's crass hypocrisy. I don't know what is hypocrisy about what Kwesi Pratt is saying. What's the hypocrisy? He says that party foot soldiers are saying they deserve a job, something. It's not proper. Ghana belongs to everyone. The fact that somebody has won election doesn't mean that those who are not members of the party their rights is gone. In fact, he says that if you are not a member of a political party, have you lost your rights? No, you haven't. And now it is as if you are not a member of the ruling party, then you have lost your rights as a human being, as a Ghanaian. That's not correct. It's not correct in MPP. It's not correct in NDC, and we should abhor it. So Ras Mubarak, don't take us back. Let's move forward. I mean, this is sad, This is sad. Mr. Pratt is not more leftist than Honorable Kofi Ato or Alhaji Hudu Yahya. He is not hard left and more patriotic than any of us. Why were the respectable senior party people not asked to accompany the VIP to Namibia? You get all of these courtesies and still rub it in by calling us a band of criminals. Kwesi Pratt didn't say that NDC is a band of criminals. He said that the way the political parties do it, it looks like they're a band of criminals. I mean, this is sad. Can you put the 4 pictures again? Let me end it. I don't like this. Ras Mubarak, please come again. Ras Mubarak, I beg you, come back and apologize. Kwame Naso responded. I don't want to go there. Kwame Naso, your response was too harsh, but I can understand. I mean, if somebody is hitting your lady like that, you will be sad about it. I understand, Kwame Naso. But I beg you, you tell our father that we beg. We beg for Ras Mubarak. We are sorry about it. He should never be able to say that. Ras Mubarak should never be able to talk about Kwesi Pratt like that.